Hi, thank you for your interest in the secure PC application developed by X-Securitas. In this video, I'll show you how to control files, folders and drives. With the secure PC application, we'll see how easy it is to protect files on your PC. First, click the File Folder Control menu to register the policy. Now you can register files, folders and drive control policies on the right screen. First, I will register the policy for the files. Drag the file you want to control and drop it on the right screen. You can also click the Add Item button at the top to select the desired file. After adding the files, set the policy to apply. In the sample policy, select Deny Access and select Also Applies to Logged On State. After changing the policy, please click the Apply button at the top to apply it. Please take a good look. These 4 selected files will disappear after applying the policy. After applying the policy, all selected files are gone. Now let's change the policy from Deny Access to Read Only. After making the changes, click the Apply button. If you change to Read Only policy, the hidden files will reappear. These files will only have read-only permissions. I will open a Microsoft Word file and investigate whether it opens as read-only. Read-only is marked at the top of Office documents. Also, when you try to save a document with the same name, this document has a read-only attribute and cannot be saved. If you try to delete this file, you will not be able to delete it, and access denial error occurs. If you try to rename this file, you will not be able to rename it, and access denial error occurs. Now we will click on the Delete Item button to remove all existing policies and then work on the folders. Drag and drop the folder you want to control. In this case, we will use the Data folder on the desktop. Or click the Add Item button at the top and click the Select Drive or Folder item on the screen to select the folder. Select Deny Access option, and select Also Applies to Logged On State to apply even in Log On State. After applying the policy, the Data folder on the desktop disappears. Other people, except you, do not even know that this folder exists. Now let's change the policy from Deny Access to Read Only. The Data folder on your desktop is now set to the Read Only policy and will reappear. Let's explore the Data folder on the desktop. All files in the Data folder have the read-only attribute and cannot be modified. Also, any files in the Data folder cannot be renamed. You cannot delete any files or folders in the Data folder. Also, you cannot create any files in this folder or copy files from another folder to this folder. Now let's set the policy for the drive. Drag and drop the D drive icon in the same way. Then set the policy for drive D to Deny Access and select Also Applies to Logged On State. If you click the D drive icon after applying the policy, an access denied error occurs and the contents of drive D are unknown. Let's change the policy for drive D to Read Only. You can now view the contents of the drive just like a policy in a folder, but you cannot modify, delete, or rename files or folders in the drive. This time we will control files by extensions such as XLSX, DocX, PPTX, and so on. This PC now has Excel files on the D drive and on the desktop. I will let it all disappear. Click the Add Item button at the top and select the custom-defined extension item. Next, select the driver folder where you want to hide the Excel file. Select Drive C here. You have now selected the driver folder to hide the extension. Next, specify the extensions to hide. You should now have an entry for the XLSX extension in your C drive. Specify the XLSX extension on drive D in the same way. Let's apply the Deny Access policy. After you apply the policy, you will no longer see the Excel file on your desktop. Of course, Excel files are not visible in all areas of Drive D. You cannot also create Excel files on Drive C and Drive D because the policy is deny access to the Excel file. Likewise, you can set a read-only policy for the extension. How is it? Even if you do not have a lot of knowledge about computer, you can easily control your files. There is an easier way. Click the Predefined tab. Here are a number of predefined policies by default. Predefined policies can control which folders are in the system by default, such as the desktop, documents, music, and download folders. It also provides policies for Office files, image files, compressed files, and more. Let's set up the policy right away. You can see that there are files in the desktop, downloads, documents, and pictures folders on this PC. Now we will hide the files in these folders. In the predefined list, set the policy for desktop, My Documents, Pictures, and Download folders to deny access. Click the Apply button to apply the policy. Now all files in the desktop, documents, downloads, pictures folders are gone. Let's hide all Office files and image files from within the computer. In the predefined list, select Deny Access as the Block Office Files and Block Image Files policies. If you look at the Block Office Files entry, there are several extensions associated with Office documents. This policy therefore denies access to the extension for Office and image files. Office files and image files are now not visible on the desktop and Drive C, Drive D, after policy is applied. Do you want to disable web browser and Office programs? It's very simple to set up. There are block running browser and block run Microsoft program items in the predefined list. Select Deny Access as its policy. Click the Apply button to apply the policy. If you try to run Microsoft Edge now, it will not run. When you try to run a Microsoft Excel program, it fails. Let's look at a case where you did not select Also applies to logged on state in the policy. This is a common policy setting method. Microsoft Edge can run when you are logged on state. However, Microsoft Edge cannot run when you log off or the program exits. You can use these policies to make your files visible only to you, and only you can run your PC's programs. How is it? With this program, you can control the operation of files and applications in PC. This table summarizes what we've covered so far. I hope this helps. Windows system can change drive, letter, etc. by using Disk Management tool. The Disk Management tool is launched from the Start menu by clicking on the Disk Management menu. By default, this program has disabled the Disk Manager tool on log-off state. You can see that Disk Manager is not allowed to run. Try Secure PC applications. You will be amazed at the ease of use and the superiority of security. Thanks you for watching.